Hi guys, so today we're going to be talking about a couple of new products from Barry M. We have, I don't know what order to name these in. Right, we've got the Liquid Chrome Highlighter Drops, which are obviously Barry M's kind of take on the Cover Effects Custom Enhancer Drops. So we're going to have a quick comparison of those. So these cost $6.99. You get 12 millilitres and they're in a little dropper bottle. It's a square bottle, very like the nail polish bottles that Barry M do. So just for some swatching, I've got Moon Potion, which is the blue iridescent one, and also the Cover Effects Halo, which is their blue one. So I've just realised I should be shaking both of these up at the same time. So this one always feels a little bit more liquidy, or maybe it's just because I've used more in the bottle, there's more space that it's making it feel that way. But to start with, we've got the Barry M. Cover Effects doesn't want to come out of its bottle. And the Cover Effects. So straight off, the Barry M looks far more white, whereas this has more of a blue kind of cast straight away. Once they're blended out though, they're pretty gosh darn similar. In fact, I'm almost tempted to say I might like the Barry M one better. But they are very, very similar, so if you've been looking at those and looking for an alternative, like a more affordable version, the Barry M is definitely something to investigate. It does come in 5 shades. I've got the 2 palest shades because, well, you know, I know I screenshotted the different shades, and I'm just going to bring those up on my screen for you. Yeah, so everything after this is kind of a goldy or coppery tone, which doesn't really work out with my skin tone. So this is Precious Pearl, which is the pink iridescence. That was a very big blob that I put out there. So a little goes a long, long, long way, and it's just got a glorious pinky sheen. This would almost look gorgeous on a tan mix with some body lotion across your shoulders, things like that. I don't do tan, but in my head it would look gorgeous done like that. So I've got the pink on my inner corners today. I tried to use both as a highlight today, but they didn't want to sit very well on my foundation, but there's an application section where you will see that. So next up that we're testing is the Ready Set Smooth setting powder. So it's oil absorbing, anti-shine. You get 5.2 grams for $4.99, so it's nice and affordable. Out the packaging is really cute. This detail around the edge, it pops open. You've got a mirror and a puff. Mine's is a little bit messy. I did originally try and use this for baking, and I just ended up with far too much product loose. They do say that because the mirror and things in here, you can use this on the go, but I find the packaging's just a little bit too messy, and I don't think I would want to do that, and I've just dropped a clump of powder down my pyjamas as I've said that. So that's item number 2. And then item number 3 is hiding because it doesn't really stand up very well. It's the Glitter Fixer Gel. You get 10 millilitres for $5.99, and I used this for putting the glitter on my lids today. So I'm going to insert a application section here along with the first time stamp so that we can check the wear on the highlight, the glitter, and the shine control from the powder, and I'll be checking back with you throughout the day. Okay, so I'm going to get these highlighter drops on before I set my makeup. I'm so torn between Moon Potion, which is the blue shimmer, and Precious Pearl or mixing the two of them. I'm mixing the two of them. Why not? So I've got my palette in front of me. I'm just going to put like a drop of each. Products like this, you don't really need a large amount, so there we go. I'm just going to quickly mix that together. Okay. So I'm just going to do this with my fingers today, because that's what I feel like doing. Okay, so ooh. That seems to have went nicely without lifting my foundation, which is always good because I don't want to lose my foundation. I have red cheeks under there, which would be the weirdest highlight ever, to just have a redder streak on my face. Okay, that has lifted slightly there. I used a little bit more on this side. Try and bring that cover back. Much smaller amount. Much better. So with these, you want to work with a small amount and build it up, is what I find anyway, to not disrupt your foundation. Okay, so I'm going to set my foundation and we're going to see what it's like working on top of the powder, but I don't think it's going to go well, just being honest. So I've got the Ready Set Smooth from Barry M. Now, I used this once before. I do not like it for baking. I'm not the biggest fan of the packaging, but to be honest, I made a bit of a mess because I tried to use it for baking. Now, there's not a lot of product in here, kind of volume wise, so I think if you tried to bake you would get through this like nobody's business, but it's got this cute little puff and it's got a sifter with quite large holes, I would say, for the powder that's in there. But it's a very soft puff, it's very nice. I just like pressing this in. Ignore the eyes, they're not finished yet because there's more to test today. So I like just pressing this in, and then I'll go back with my brush that I normally use for kicking off my bake and just kick off any kind of excess. Now, what I didn't like about the packaging is the powder can actually work out through that hinge area in the back, and that's how I'd ended up with a big mess when I tried to bake, because I tried to tip the product out and it all just fell at that hole. So again, got a little bit of my mixture on my finger, and yeah, it's just kind of grabbing and going a bit funny on top of powder. Kind of saw that coming, still went for it. Yeah, definitely not a good plan. Okay, I'm gonna go finish most of the rest of my face makeup, and actually all the rest of my face makeup, and I'll come back with the last product that we're testing. Right, so the last item that we're trying out today is the Glitter Fixer Gel. Now it says, apply to your skin, pop your sparkles over the top, instantly dries, and hold on to the product as long as you need. Remove with regular makeup remover. So instantly dries is slightly worrying me. So it's in a tube. It's got a slant tip applicator I think I'm going to squeeze a little bit out onto my finger, pat it onto my lids, and then I've got this OCC glitter in Faye. I'm actually not really going anywhere today. I might go to Tesco with glittery eye makeup. But yeah, so I'm going to get this opened and get a little bit tapped out into the lid. Just, I don't know, that instant drying is slightly worrying me. So I'm going to take a little, oh, okay, that's far more liquidy than I was expecting. Okay, so it feels very much like a gel, so tapping that onto my lid. Got some glitter and okay, that already feels dry, that's crazy. The little blob in my hand is still wet for my second eye. Huh, that's really cute. Okay, so I've got a tiny bit of glitter fallout, but I think that's just been from my fingers being bigger than my eye. I haven't worn glitter in ages. In fact, you know what else I want to do now? Because that glitter's got that pinky tone to it, I want to take that Precious Pearl highlight and do my inner corners. So I'm just going to get a wee tiny little bit. That was not the best finger to use. I keep forgetting where I've got broken nails. I tend to use whatever finger has the shortest nail for doing inner corners and things like that. Okay, that's pretty. How much shine can I have on my face today? Right, I'm gonna go finish my lashes and my liner, but just in general, it is now 11:10. We've finished up the powder. To be honest, the highlight is a bit hard to see now under the powder, but we've got the glitter on and we have reapplied the liquid highlight on the inner corners, and we will see how they all last throughout today. Okay, so I felt like it was time to do a check-in. It's now 4 o'clock, so we've actually had this on just shy of 5 hours. Yes, I took my lipstick off, I was eating donuts. Confession time. So I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit. So as you can see, I've got a little bit of oil coming through, but for me nothing major. The glitter is still firmly in place. Highlight, I would say, unfortunately, pretty non-existent, and that's including on my inner corners, which is kind of disappointing. I really wanted these to work out because they're so pretty. I'm just gonna powder my nose just to see how this works, kind of as a touch-up. I'm hoping once I've used this powder a couple of times it'll get less messy because there'll be less in there and there won't be leftovers from when I tried to use it to bake. Okay, yeah, that goes on really nice for touch-ups because it is such a fine powder. I kind of expected that. And again, more powder coming out when I close the package. So highlighters, a little bit disappointed by, especially since I bought 2 of them. Let's try the blue as an inner corner highlight, just to kind of see if it lasts any better. And for something a little bit different, you know. Okay, I went a little bit over the top, but it's not exactly new, is it? So yeah, let's see how this holds up and I will be back later. Okay, I am ready to do my final check-in verdict. It's only 7:15, so it's been 8 hours. But let's start with the liquid chrome highlighter drops. As you can see, the blue is also pretty much gone from the inner corners of my eye. So unfortunately, these for me are a goodbye product. They are very, very pretty. And I'm gutted that they haven't worked out. However, if you were liking the colours, I can recommend the Barry M Cosmic Lights palette, which is $8.99 and has a blue iridescent powder and a pinky iridescent cream, which will give you the same sort of effects and last way longer. So you're paying £2 more and you're getting 6 colours instead of 1, and a little mirror. So I'll be sticking to this, and if you really, really, really like your liquid highlighters, the colours are great. But if you're not so keen on liquid highlighters and just like the colours, go for that Cosmic Lights palette. I'll link the full video I've got on that somewhere. Next we have the powder. So I think this is actually done quite well. I have super oily skin, just super oily, okay? If you've seen some of my other videos, you've seen some of the states I can end up in with foundations, and I think this is actually done really well. I also love the price point on it, $4.99, and it's just so super finely milled that I feel like I can put on so much and layers and touch-ups, and it's not going to come off really cakey. So that's a winner. Definitely reusing that, repurchasing that, love it. And last but not least, the Glitter Fixer Gel. So, as you can see, my glitter is firmly in place, and I don't really see an occasion where I need to keep my glitter in place for more than 8 hours, which is what we're on just now. But as it is, this shows no signs of budging. In fact, let's just give it a little look at what happens if I give it a rub. Get the teeniest bit of transfer. Lids are still looking good. So this is definitely a goodbye as well. So we've got 2 goodbyes and 2 unfortunate goodbyes. Oh well, if you have drier skin, these may well work out for you. If you have a texture of foundation that they go on top of nicely, but they didn't seem to want to play well with mine today. So if you've got any questions about any of these products, please leave them down below and I will get back to you. And I hope you're all having a lovely week and are ready for an awesome weekend. Bye!